Morning. So, it's about time we start raising the vibration of all the people that have not been on a spiritual journey. Okay, this is how you break it down, guys. This is how you break it down. You start with gratitude. Gratefulness for every little thing that you have right now. That's the sand for the foundation. You build a lot of sand with that. You start being grateful every day. Second is you got to know your worth. This is a tough one for a lot of people, especially the people pleasers. All right? You still know people pleasers out there. You still know that even though you're nice to everyone, super nice, there's still people out there that don't like you. So if there's still people that don't like you, why are you giving yourself so freely to people that don't deserve it? If they don't serve your higher purpose and don't bring anything into your life other than stress and drama and everything, cut them out. It's what God wants you to do, because He put a piece of Himself in you. And do you think He would want His own self being treated this way? No. So you got to cut them out and block them on your phone. Just no explanation needed. They don't serve your higher self. They don't serve your higher self. Okay. Once you go through that, hold on. A little cake there. This is my old phone, and it has a problem with. There we go. So, what you do from there is sorry, I'm getting a download right now. Okay, after you have your moment of knowing your worth and fighting up for your right to have better pay, better respect in the workplace and shit like that, you start owning yourself and what you will and will not tolerate. And people are gonna hate you for it at first. Let them, because they're used to walking all over you. That's not the way you do things anymore. This is how you find your worth. You stand up to what your qualities are. And you have many qualities. People pleasers always have many qualities, because they got to please a lot of different people. So their quality expands to a point where they can please a lot of people. And they want you to still be nice, still be grateful to the ones that are able to match your energy. Matching your energy is so important in this situation. This is how you find out who's willing to be in your life and will actually give you equal reciprocity. I'm sorry. I was tongue-tied as a little kid. I ain't anymore. But we all have our flaws. All right? Embrace your flaws. Embrace your uniqueness. All these stars are at a certain frequency. If you don't believe me, if there's water above the firmament, then look up something called sololuminescence. It will tell you that a sound wave goes through a flask of fluid, and a bubble inside of it expands and then collapses and makes an entire star-like being. Look up a star in a jar. If you can't spell sololuminescence, look up a star in a jar. Okay? And you'll see that everybody was born under these different frequencies, which makes us so unique in our own way. I want to awaken everybody to this point of being able to see that there's more to you, way more. But you got to find yourself in order to find it, and you have to go within. Isolation is great. Take yourself away from the things that are normal. Leave your hometown. Leave your hometown. If you're able to just drop everything. I left an entire room full of my stuff in Phoenix. I didn't have a choice. I was pretty much kicked out of my own house by an order of harassment. Oh yeah, those are beautiful. Especially if you're living there with that person who puts it in, because they don't tell you. They don't tell you. So I'm living with this thing hanging over my head. All he had to do is go in there and break into my room that I had locked several hundred times and make it blatantly obvious that he was, going through it. And then I got into a fight with him and I got kicked out of my place. So I left that entire room, even with my cat. Had to leave my cat because I couldn't bring her on the street. It's not fair. All right, especially in Phoenix, that's torture. So I had to leave it all. And I had to go find myself. And when you go find yourself in that 2 backpacks and a speaker and you just run across country, you'll get to know who you are and what you're capable of. You'll know who you are and what you're capable of. Nothing else will scare you anymore. Because you went through the nights of not having anything to eat. And that took a change of mind frame. People can fast for how many days? Up to 52 days, I hear. 52 days of fasting. Now, if you think you're starving for 52 days, you won't make it. So, whenever you don't eat and don't have it, think of it as fasting. If there's a time where we are all going to maybe not have a grocery store available or they cut out our food supply, you're going to have to know that you can go a long way without eating food. You just got to think of it as fasting, not starving. It's a change of mind frame that makes you ascend. You look at it from a different perspective. Those perspectives will change your life. It's the frequency that it's like in the Matrix. Some rules you can bend, others you can break. To take a mind frame of lack and put it into a power state by changing your mind frame, like I'm starving, I'm gonna die, to I'm fasting, I'm getting closer to God. So those type of mind frames, changing it is all about making or breaking you. And if you're able to look at things from a whole different perspective, your ascension comes quicker. Why? Because you grow. You grow exponentially in those moments. That's you breaking the rules of the Matrix. You took something that was fearful and scary and turned it into something glorious and wonderful that you might make connection with God. Which you do. Okay? I'm not going to tell you those are private. Okay? But you do make a connection with God. He will do it if you fast. You think you're hallucinating. You don't understand what you're going through because you're like, holy shit, I've been out of food for a couple of days. What in the world? Okay. I only had a bottle of Smart Water. That's all I had with me. I was on a train in a hump yard for 3 days. You want to know what that's like? A hump yard, laying down and boom! They come in at 10 miles per hour and they slam that train hard. And I was in a hump yard for 3 days. No food, no water, couldn't get out. I'm in the yard, I will be arrested. So, you want to talk about, getting close to God, you just pray that your train will move soon. And sure enough, right when I was about ready to hop the train and get off into the yard and start walking away, when we heard the brakes powering up. You hear this psst, and then boom, we started pushing out of that yard. And I mean, talk about praying to God right there, you know. But once we got into a different location, we ran to a Dollar General and got like a bunch of food. But yeah, we were starving. All right, we only had food for the dog, and trust me, I ate a nugget or two. It tastes like shit, but when you're that hungry, you're that hungry. All right, a little bit about me, a little bit about God. Start with that foundation, guys. Gratitude, cutting out people. Those are the big two. Finding your worth is the next one. So, lots of information on this one, a little bit about me and what I had to go through. But, yeah, anybody who you think might be a candidate, send them my videos. All right. There's always somebody that you know that kind of fits this uniqueness that they already embrace, and they've taken on a bunch of challenges and overcame them, and they still go forward no matter what kind of bullshit that they get. Those are the people you want to talk to. Send them my videos and just see if they relate. If they relate, they'll come to me and we'll assemble. All right, but I'm looking for the chosen. I'm looking for people raising their vibration. I got to raise all of your vibration in the next couple years, all right? So work with me, people, okay? I ask questions, I'll answer them, okay? So I love you all. This is the download for today. Take care.